Sunday school presentation today. First, the Gopal Vidya kids are going to present Nama Ramayana. It is composed by Lakshmanacharya, and it is Ramayana, the whole Ramayana, the story of Lord Rama in verse form. And they have now completed Balakanda, Ayodhya Kanda and Aranya Kanda. And it is not easy to sing this. And these kids are only ages 4 to 9. And they have, very graciously attended class every week and worked hard memorizing and these verses, and they're going to present it today for you all. And so we'll start now. Hare Krishna. worked hard at home making them practice. And I thank all the kids for putting up with me week after week. Huh? You don't practice? Oh, you all did practice and you were able to sing? Then imagine if you practice, how good you all can be, right? That's an inspiration for next semester for you all. Thank you all. Hare Krishna. Okay, the Gopal Vidya kids can go back in the set and in the budget can come here.
Hare Krishna, very request. All the parents, since the Gopal Vidya kids are done, please settle down and be ready for the next presentation. And I will hand over to Kirti because this is a new group that we started this semester. This is the first time. Dear Kirti is a graduate of our Bhakti Vidya program. I have some videos and photos of her when she was as old as this little girl here. And she started with Bhakti Vidya program, and then she mastered music and dance. And she's a student at UT Austin, but she takes out her precious time every weekend, and she comes here to teach our children music. So next presentation is by that group, which has just, initiated the first class of the music group for Sunday school. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Ram, for those kind words. So, Hare Krishna, everybody. I'm Kirti. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to be teaching this class. Actually, I'm not even teaching. I'm learning so much just by being with these wonderful group of kids. And so we've done so many bhajans this semester. I'm really amazed at how we only spend like 15 to 20 minutes, which is really like not much every Sunday, but we get through so much. They pick it up so fast. So far we've done Bande Krishna Nanda Kumar, Jai Jai Jagannath, Bhajan Hare Mana. We've done a lot of bhajans. I can't even remember how many, like 6 probably. Today we're going to be presenting 2 of the favorite ones we've done. And something that a lot of devotees have talked about is how when we pray to Krishna, we often may not have the right words. We don't know how to pray or what to say, but these bhajans that have been composed by amazing acharyas, they provide us the words of how to pray. So when we sing this, Krishna, he gets reminded of those devotees who wrote the bhajans, who are already so dear to him, and therefore that makes him view it as even more sweet, in addition to the devotion that we sing it with. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm so excited for you all to see how much effort that they've put in. So, Hare Krishna. So that was so beautiful, and now next we'll be singing Bhaja Hure Mana. Yes. Can you share the mic? Yeah, you can also keep passing it. Is there one? Okay. You can pass around the mic also, we'll see. Okay. So now we'll read the translation of these bhajans, and the meaning is so beautiful. So every class we would go over the meaning as well, which was so much fun to see the lessons that we can learn from these bhajans. So now just to read the meaning. So the first bhajan we sang, Jai Jai Jagannath. So all glories to the dear son of Jagannath Mishra and Saji Devi. All the three worlds offer prayers unto his lotus feet. In Nilachal, he holds the conch shell, disc, club, and lotus flower, while in the town of Nadia, he holds a sannyasi staff and water pot. It is said that in olden times, as Lord Ramachandra, he killed the demon Ravana. Then later, as Lord Krishna, he revealed the splendorously opulent pastimes of Goloka. It is he who has come, oh, from Vraja, he has come to Nadia, accepting the mood and luster of Sri Radha. He has come from Vraja to Nadia. He has come. Now Lord Govinda, the cowherd boy, has come as Lord Gauranga. He has come distributing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Vasudeva Gosha says, with folded hands, he who is Gaura is he who is Krishna, is he who is Jagannath. So while learning this bhajan, we talked about how all of the deities we have on the altar, they're all forms of Lord Krishna, and so that was really beautiful to see very well in this bhajan. So now for the next bhajan, do any of you want to read? Yes, yeah, you can start and then take turns.
O mind, just worship the lotus feet of the son of Nanda, which makes one fearless, having obtained this rare human birth, cross over his ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons.
Both in the day and at night I remain sleepless, suffering the pains of the heat and cold, the wind and the rain. For a fraction of flickering happiness I uselessly serve wicked and miserly men.
What assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons, and family members? This life is tottering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. Therefore, you should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari.
It is the desire of the great longing of Govinda, Dasa, to engage himself in the 9 processes of bhakti, namely hearing the glories of Lord Hari, and chanting those glories constantly, remembering him and offering prayers to him, serving the Lord's lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as a servant, worshipping him with flowers and incense, and so forth, serving him as a friend and completely offering the Lord's one very self.
So that was so beautiful, thank you all. So we were also seeing in this bhajan how it was talking about what is the guarantee of true happiness in this world, and we can really only find that by serving Lord Krishna. And we were discussing how singing bhajans is a way that we can do that, and how much happiness we're getting just by singing these wonderful prayers. So thank you all so much again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all so much for being here, for taking out time and being here to encourage and support our kids in this very, very possible way. Thank you. So, this Bhakti Vidya Sunday School has studied 2 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, but this is a very, very innovative way which is shared with us, given to us, gifted to us by His Holiness S.B. Swami Maharaj. He was here a while ago, couple weeks ago, couple months ago maybe, and he designed this beautiful, innovative way of how we can study the chapters of Bhagavad Gita, ultimately studying the entire Bhagavad Gita by giving us an acronym to each chapter. So the first chapter had the acronym called Doubt, which had 46 verses in the first chapter, and this doubt, the 5 letters, the 5 alphabets, the verses are divided in these 5 alphabets. And the second chapter that we studied, the acronym is Gita. There are 72 verses, but how beautifully all the 72 verses are divided in these 4 alphabets called Gita. Each alphabet, each letter has a full form that resembles or resonates with the verses that are there in the Gita. So kids have practiced tremendously. They have worked really hard. They have put in all the efforts and time they could. And I'm really grateful to all of you all. I'm grateful to the parents for their wonderful coordination. And this is a beautiful offering to Shri Shri Radha Kunj Bihari Ji at their lotus feet. And I'm pretty sure you all will do your best in making this a wonderful offering. And this is also for the parents to just share what they have learned in this entire semester fall 24. All right, so we start with the prayers. So all the kids know the prayer, so we will all do it all together. I request everybody if they can all sit erect, and kids, everybody please join your hands, and we will start with the invocation prayers. Om Jnana-Timirandhasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the presentation is, there were 30 kids. It's divided per group. So total we had 9 alphabets. Each group have 2 to 3 kids. The slides will go in this format. First, the slides will show what the alphabet stands for in that particular doubt and Gita. Then we will have sloka recitation. We just studied one verse for each particular alphabet. Then we will have translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. And then we have like this things is followed by explanation and practical applications. How we can inculcate this, how we can execute this in our day-to-day life. Like I've studied shloka, I've studied translation, but what is the approachable measure that I can take in my daily life? So I will hand it over to Sai and Disha to take it from here.
Chapter 1, Observing the Armies on the Battlefield of Kurukshetra.
Our acronym is DOUBT. I am Disha.
I'm Saishu.
So D, Dirty King, is our acronym. Tirdarshta Uvach Dharmashete Kurushete Sameta Yutsavaha Mamyaha Pandavascheva Kim Kurvata Sanjaya.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra desiring to fight, what did they do?
So the explanation is Dhritarashtra was both blinded physically and spiritually. He did not accept Pandu's sons as his own, and he still had ego in his heart, and he would not accept the mistakes he made.
Dhritarashtra asked his secretary Sanjaya what did they do because he was insecure that the holy land of Kurukshetra might influence his sons to ask for a truce or compromise with the Pandavas. He knew his sons were sinful, wrong, impious, unjust, and untruthful, but instead of stopping and correcting them, he supported and encouraged his sons. The land was holy, and Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was on the side of Arjuna. They were righteous while Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana were unrighteous people. There was no chance of victory for the Kauravas no matter what. Dhritarashtra was segregating and differentiating his sons and the Pandavas. He didn't consider that his 100 sons and the 5 sons of Pandu all belong to the same family. In our day-to-day life, we shouldn't have the Dhritarashtra mentality of me, myself, and I.
The conch shell blown by Krishna at the battlefield represented how the Kauravas had no chance up against the Pandavas because the Supreme Lord Krishna was up against them. The practical application of this is that we should accept our mistakes when we have the time and try to fix them.
Thank you.
This is the second letter of doubt, O, which stands for oh my God. I'm Shreyas.
I'm Spar.
And I'm Abhi.
This is the shloka. Sakho shodritanashtanam ridyani vyadarayat nappascha prithivim chaiva tummalopyananadayan.
This is a translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The blowing of the different conch shells was uproarious, vibrating in both the sky and the earth, shattering the hearts of Dhritarashtra.
This is the explanation slide. When the Kauravas blew their conch shells, because they were unrighteous people, it had no effect whatsoever on the Pandavas, a party. But because the Pandavas were righteous people and they had unwavering faith in Lord Krishna, when they blew their conch shells, the sons of Dhritarashtra's hearts were shattered. Similarly, when one has such faith in Lord Krishna, they have nothing to fear, even in the greatest calamity. So at this point, Dhritarashtra was questioning his actions. He was like, oh my God, what have I done? And was he willing to correct it? He was thinking, should I have just given the Pandavas the 5 villages of land? Should I have just let them alone and not started this war? And because he gave sinful guidance to his sons, the Pandavas waged the war against the Kauravas, and now Dhritarashtra is in this situation thinking, oh my God.
These are the practical applications.
If you go down an unrighteous path, the end result will always be, oh my God, no matter where you go.
And if you take shelter under the Supreme Lord Krishna, you have nothing to fear even within the great darkest times.
And if you surrender to Krishna, then he will guide you down a greater path and help you make the right decisions. Thank you.
This answer, you, is the third letter in the acronym DOUBT. I'm Akil.
I am Sarvam.
Arjuna uvacha sarvayan madhye ratam stapa mechitaya yavad itam niksheham yato kaman nislitam kermaya sa yatavyam asman rana samudyame.
Translation. Arjuna said, O infallible one,
Please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with who I must contend in this great trail of arms.
Explanation. Krishna is Arjuna's chariot. Arjuna questioned Krishna whether to fight or not. Arjuna questioned Krishna whether to fight or not because he's a kshetra and he needs land, but at the same time he does not want to kill his own kinsman, and he did not want to leave mothers and fathers childless and wives husbandless. Arjuna was confused, unsure, and doubtful because of this question, and he had contradictory minds on whether to fight or not. And since Krishna advised him to fight, he performed Krishna's duty on fighting. So whenever you are in doubt, you have to wait or pause, and you can share whatever you want with true friends. And if you are confused, you can consult the experienced. And that is it.
B is the fourth letter in the acronym DOW, and I'm Malak.
I'm Risha.
Nacha Shreyonu Pashyami Hatva Swajanam Ahave Nakangshe Vijayam Krishna Nacha Rajam Sukhanija.
This is the translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. I do not see how killing my own kinsmen in this battle, nor can I do not see how any good can come from killing my kinsmen in this battle, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness. Arjuna is in an incredible state of vulnerability, shock, and he's baffled out of words. He just had so many emotions wanting to explode out of him. Arjuna didn't know whether he wanted to fight the battle, fulfill his dharma, and gain a kingdom, or if he should abandon the war, not fulfill his dharma, and go to the forest to live in seclusion.
As a Kshatriya, it's Arjuna's duty to fight, but he was confused about whether or not, because if he does fight, then he will get a kingdom, but he'll incur bad karma by killing people. But the other option is to leave and go to the forest, which if he does that, then countless lives will be saved, but he won't be following his dharma or his duty, which is to fight. In situations, you have to choose the right path, and that's always by following your duty, because duty comes first. Duty comes first, and the mind may take you to unnecessary paths, and it will lead you to follow things that you shouldn't do. But in times of doubt, you should always consult mentors or friends, because they'll guide you, like Krishna guided Arjuna when Arjuna was baffled about whether or not to fight. Thank you.
This is the last letter of the acronym DOUBT. This is T, total give up. I'm Sanvi.
I'm Ria.
Here's the shloka. Sanjaya uvacha eva muktarjuna sankhe ratopasta upavishat vishrajya sasaram chapam soka samvigna manasa.
This is the translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on his chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief.
So if Arjuna put down his weapons, he couldn't fight the battle. He did that because he didn't want to get bad karma, and what was the point of going to war for riches when he had none to share it with?
So Krishna told him that he must fight for righteousness, and not only that, but he is duty bound to do so. An analogy of this is when you're taking an exam and you don't know what to do, so you put down your pencils and you just stare at your paper. That's kind of similar to what Arjuna did on the battlefield.
So, practical applications. You must always fight for what is right. Winning is not for the victory. You must always put in your best effort, and whatever the results come, that's what's going to happen. And it's not important for the victory, it's important how much effort you put in. And your duties are important because your duties should always come first. Thank you.
So this winds up with chapter 1. We had 5 alphabets doubt, where like 5 alphabets in the letter doubt, where D stood for dirty king, which means we shouldn't have like the sum and substances. We shouldn't have Dhritarashtra mentality, like segregating my and others. If we know we have made a mistake, we need to rectify our actions as well. The second letter O stood for OMG. No matter what, if it's unrighteous path, we will end up in Dhritarashtra's situation where he's questioning whether or not should I have averted this war and should have just given 5 mere lands to the Pandavas. If at any point in time we are unsure, which is the third letter in the word doubt, we definitely reach out. We definitely need to reach out to experienced personas, to the mentors, to our friends, to the one who can guide us. B is for baffled, the fourth letter in the word doubt, where we learn that even if we are confused, we are shocked, we are traumatized, or vulnerable situations, we need to make sure that duty comes first. Mind may distract us, friends, relatives, or whoever, everybody have different opinions, but duty is what takes the precedence over everything else. T is the last word in the last alphabet, total give up, where we do things that we are supposed to do and not what we love to do or what we like to do. Always like doing our duties is what was the message. Now we are moving on to the second chapter, contents of the Gita summarized. Acronym for this chapter is Gita.
Yeah. This is the first letter of Gita acronym. It is G, which stands for Guru, and I'm Vihan.
And I'm Jay. So the sloka is Karpanya dosho pahada svabhava prichami tvam dharma samuttacheta yachreyasyanne shitam bruhitam me sishyaste hamsadimam prampapannam.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The translation is, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
A guru will always be a connecting link. Whether you're an academic or in professional world, you always have a mentor or someone to teach you. Similarly, in the spiritual world, you have a guru. A guru guides you and corrects you when you do the wrong thing. And when Arjuna had dual thoughts about fighting or to go in the forest, Krishna corrected him and told him to do his dharma, which is to fight.
Arjuna completely surrendered fighting. He didn't want to fight anymore because of his two choices, either go hide in the forest or do his dharma. So he went and he did the right decision to reach out to his mentor, his guru, which is what makes it so important. Krishna guided him to take the right decision of doing his dharma, of fighting and making the correct call.
The practical applications of this verse is that a guru provides wisdom and knowledge. They help you when you need help, as the same way a teacher helps you when you're confused about a question. They help you with meaningful and deep and meaningful understanding of scriptures that may be hard to understand otherwise. And they encourage you and they help you overcome obstacles, as Krishna helped Arjuna.
Thank you.
I is the second acronym in the Gita. Vasham Shichinani Yada Vihaya Navani Grahanti Naroparani Tada Sharirani Vihaya Jinani Anyani Samhati Navani Dehi. Translation. As a person puts on new garments and giving up the old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies and giving up the old and useless ones.
So basically what Krishna was trying to tell Arjuna here is that the soul and the body are different, and that the soul is eternal and it will never die. And basically Arjuna is afraid of these like bad, sinful like karmic reactions that might happen to him. So Krishna was telling him, don't worry about it. It's your duty as a Kshatriya, and everyone is everyone's going to die anyway, since the soul moves on from body to body. And we can look at a modern example of this. There are soldiers on the front lines, they're doing their duty and they're killing people, but they're still getting a lot of praise and medals and awards for their brave work.
As one changes their garments constantly, and as one grows from young age to old age, the soul also moves bodies constantly at time of death. We should always keep a conscious mind when doing our duties and activities, and leave the rest. In other words, we should always do our best and leave the rest. No matter the expectation being winning or losing, victory or failure, the end result is the ladder beyond our reach.
So basically, you wanna protect your dharma, you wanna perform your duties, and then you also wanna mainly realize that you are not the body, you are the soul in your body, and then those who know this truth, they will be wise enough to achieve liberation.
Hare Krishna, we're doing T, which is the third letter of the acronym Gita, and it stands for two duties. It's by Manisha,
Sarayu, and Akira.
Karmaja buddhi yuktahi, balam chakva manishina, janma bandha vayamakta, balam gacchanta namayam.
Translation by Prabhupada Ki Jai. By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages will free themselves from the result of work in the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain a state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead. When Arjuna puts down his bow and arrow, he has two duties. Whenever he puts down his bow and arrow, he's giving up on those two duties. Material is as important as spiritual.
So we have two duties, material and spiritual. We have material duties like going to school and going to work. But since we are not this body and we are the eternal soul, we also have spiritual duties like chanting, praying, and offering. In the material world, there is success and there is failure. But in the spiritual world, there is no such thing as success or failure. And everything in the material world is temporary, while all spiritual duties will be recorded for eternity.
Practical explanation. As a soul, we have two duties, material and spiritual. Material duties such as helping as a friend, learning as a student, and teaching as a teacher. But we also have spiritual duties as praying to the Lord, coming to the temple, and our main duty is to serve the Lord. But none of these duties are important than the other. Both duties are equal. The example is currency. When you move to a different country, you had duties are the equal, and none of them are more important than the other. If you do these two duties properly, you can act as a role model for others to look up to.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
This is the last letter in Gita and the last presentation in the slideshow in the presentation. It's A stands for Atmarama. I'm Rashan
And my name is Akshay.
Yada samharate chayam kurmun jnani va sarvasha indriyani indriyatebhyas tasya prajna patistita.
This following translation is by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as a tortoise can draw its limbs into its shell is firmly fixed with perfect consciousness. So this translation is saying that someone who is making their senses focus on one thing can make their senses focus on another thing.
So Atmarama means the soul or the spirit, and in this case, it means someone who has achieved happiness or true peace. They have inner peace and are content with most everything. The senses are like venomous serpents, so if you leave them, if you don't watch them, then they'll eventually just bite you or they'll harm you. But if you have to control them and tame them like a snake charmer in order to like make the best out of them.
If you are a Krishna conscious person, if there's an event that is related to Krishna consciousness going on, you have to use your senses to involve in it. But then if there is an event that isn't related to Krishna, you are not supposed to use your senses. You have to withdraw them. And it is your duty to serve Krishna and use your senses to also serve him. Because in the Bhagavad Gita, it says that Arjuna didn't want to fight. He put down his bow and arrow, but then later on he still fought and also won the war, which also made him happy after some time.
Arjuna never wanted to kill his kinsmen and fight the war and get the riches or the land, but he withdrew his senses and used them to just fulfill his duty assigned to him by Krishna. And he did all of that for the pleasure of the Lord, and he eventually attained inner peace. So the practical applications we can get from this are that we are eternal servants, and our goal is to just serve Krishna, basically, and we use our senses for that. And if we're not serving Krishna or engaging in an action serving Krishna, we just withdraw our senses and don't use them. And Atmaram again means someone who has attained inner peace and is content with everything. So no matter the external circumstance, we're always like happy, or not happy, but we're always content with what we have, and we have peace inside. Thank you.
So, just to summarize chapter 2, Guru, G stands for Guru in Gita. Guru is connecting link as we need mentors, we need guides, we need advisors, and other forum of the field like academics or sports or professional world. Similarly, in spiritual world, we need gurus who can guide us, take us to our final destination from where we are today. I stands for identity, telling us, teaching us that we are not this body, but we are eternal soul. And the soul changes the body as the body changes the clothes. So, as a soul, we have two duties and not just one, because the duty that we do every day is the material duty, and those are on the bodily platforms. But when we take soul into consideration as the eternal, the one who never dies, we have two duties. So the second duty is spiritual duty, and that is to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, eternally. And so we should always equally find time, joy, pleasure in satisfying the Lordships by doing all the processes of bhakti like chanting, reading, association, hearing, and so on. Of course, also taking prasadam. And then the last word is Atmaram, where because we are soul and we are part and parcel of the Supreme, we are Satchit Anand, we are blissful, we are happy all time. But because we are fixing our senses in a different place, in a wrong place, trying to find happiness in a wrong place, we need to withdraw those senses, engage them appropriately, rightly, in the right place to feel that Atmaram. And that is how we can, how we can fix the senses is by performing eternal services. With this, the presentation for Govind Vidya Sunday School comes to an end. I would like to thank you all for patiently being here with us and for all your time. We have this Sunday school is being going on for like a decade now. Like we just saw an example who is like graduated from Bhakti Vidya School. This is not an end. We have continuation. If you or you're near, if you know someone whose kids wanna come and join the school, we have 3 batches. Gopal Vidya is mainly the elementary school types. This is Govind Vidya, where we have mainly all the middle school going kids. And Gaurang Vidya, where we have high school kids. And we already saw one graduate from high school this couple years ago. So if you all wanna enroll for the school, please join our WhatsApp group, and we have messages posted onto the group for more details for spring 2025. This is the Gita month, and all the recitation, all the translation, even all the explanation slides that you all just witnessed were all taken from Bhagavad Gita. This is the Gita slogan that we're gonna use for this month, for entire. Each one, get one. You keep it with you, you gift it, no matter what, just take one Bhagavad Gita. Each one, get one, take one. And with this, we thank Srila Prabhupada for gifting us, blessing us with this wonderful, wonderful, incredible gift for eternity. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Thank you all very much.
Hare Krishna. I want to also thank all the parents, all the wonderful children, because we know that sometimes as teachers we push the students, but that is our job. Sometimes it is not pleasant, but somebody has to do it. And also for the parents, I'm very grateful on the behalf of the management team of ISKCONofRoundRock as well as the Bhakti Vidya program, on behalf of all the teachers. Very grateful for all of you to give your time here, as well as sending your children here. Krishna says in the 11th chapter of Bhakti Vidya, I am the time, and all destructions happen over time. But between start and the beginning, there is this time that we are utilizing in upliftment of our children, our future, protecting our heritage, protecting our culture. And all the parents, you have a very important role to play. I say this often, that we get to spend an hour and a half at the most with your children in a week. You get to spend remaining hours of the week with them. So whatever they learn in that 75 minutes or so, by the grace of the teachers we have in various classes, it is our job as parents to nurture that over time in the remaining time that we have in the week. This is the end of our semester. The new semester will begin on the day of Sneha's birthday, January 23rd. I've already announced it, so now everybody has to be here. It's a weekday. There'll be a special program for the parents that evening. you're welcome to bring your children with you, because that is also our orientation day. The 23rd of January is a Thursday. Thursday evening will be that event at 6:30 p.m. So I may ask, just like everything else in life, we whenever something is important and we have to communicate, we pick up our phone and we WhatsApp or text somebody, or we add an entry into our calendars. Now is the time to take out your phone. It is permitted. You will not have to get a Bhagavatam set for that. And you can put in a calendar entry at 6:30 p.m., 23rd of January, celebration of Snake's birthday. No, sorry. Orientation class for next semester. And the parents orientation along with children. Our first Sunday class will be for those students who actually show up on the 23rd, will be allowed to attend our first class on that Sunday, the following Sunday. So that will be 26th of January. 26th of January will be our first Sunday class at 10:15 a.m. Only those students and parents who are here for the orientation on 23rd of January. With that, we will pause, and now is the time for Aarti. We were talking about our graduates. So Kirti is a graduate of the Bhakti Vidya program, and today's Aarti is going to be led by all the graduates of our Bhakti Vidya program. So they're all college students now, and they're all here. Most of them. I see. Is there anybody missing? Everybody's here. Mohit is missing. So I think he's on his way. But we have most of our Bhakti Vidya program graduates here who are in colleges in various parts of the state and the country, and they're here back home for the holidays, and they want to come here and serve. And we hope that all of you children will stay and learn and sit with them here during the Aarti Kirtan while the parents stand and dance. Now, the standing and dancing, many times there's a question, why do people at ISKCON temples dance during Kirtan and raise their arms? Today, feverishly, I was combing through this book because I came across a translation somewhere which actually is bona fide. It is written in our Shastras. Why do we raise our arms and why do we dance? And hopefully next week on Sunday I will share this verse. But in summary, Mother Earth thanks the devotees, those who are dancing on her during a kirtan. And while the dancing is going on, while the kirtan is going on, there are 33 million demigods that are observing, and from the skies, and the devotees who raise their arms, they get the blessings of those 33 million demigods during kirtan. So now you know there is a shastric evidence and a reason why we raise our arms during kirtan and why we dance on our feet during kirtan. Hare Krishna. So we'll all rise for our Hare Krishna. Kindly help us pick up the mats and put them in the back.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Nitai Jai Jai Gaur Jai Jai Shri Damayapur.
Jai Jai Nitai Jai Jai Gaur Jai Jai Shri Damayapur.
Jai Jai Nitai Jai Jai Gaur Jai Jai Shri Damayapur.
Jai Jai Nitai Jai Jai Gaur Jai Jai Shri Damayapur.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Radha, Radha, Kunj Bihari Sri Radhe. Radha, Kunj Bihari Radha, Kunj Bihari Radha, Kunj Bihari Sri. Jaya Radha, Kunj Bihari Radha, Kunj Bihari Radha, Kunj Bihari Sri Radhe. Radha, Kunj Bihari Radha, Kunj Bihari Sri. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita.
Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita.
Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra Devi.
Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev.
Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Gaura Premanande, Shri Radha Kunji Bihari ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Pradikacharya Sro Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Pradikacharya Sro Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananta Kodi Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai. ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Mathura Dham ki Jai. Navadvip Dham ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki Jai. Ganga Mai ki Jai. Yamuna Mai ki Jai. Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Sankirtan Yagya ki Jai. Brihat Mridanga ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Namaste Narasimhaya. Yato yato yami tato nasimha. Hare nasimho vidaye nasimho. Hare nasimha vidaye nasimha. Nasimha harim sharanam papare. Nasimha harim sharanam papare.
Jaya Narasimhadev, 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 Jaya Narasimhadev. Jaya Paladmavat, Jaya Paladmavat, Jaya Paladmavat, Jaya Paladmavat. Paladmavat, 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 Paladmavat. Jaya Prabhupadai, 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 Jaya Prabhupadai. Jaya Prabhupadai, Jaya Prabhupadai, Prabhupadai, Jaya Prabhupadai. Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. Jai Goa Hai Bol, Hai Bol, Hai Bol. Jai Goa Hai Bol, Jai Goa Hai Bol, Hai Bol, Hai Bol. Jai Goa Hai Bol.
विनाश नरसिंह भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, गौ